Traditional animation houses would create characters, and oftentimes they would create statues of those characters so that animators could look at them to do their drawings and make sure that everybody had similar aspects to those characters, since multiple artists would work on the same character often. They would also create what was called character sheets or model sheets of a character in different positions, usually at least a front, a 45-degree view, and a side view. They might show the character in different positions in terms of how it acts. And in this example that I'm showing you here, they might also include a color chart as well as some information about the character, which would lend to how the character responds to different situations. So this is an example of a model sheet. What we want to look at in this video is drawing these different angles of a character that could then be used in a frame-by-frame animation to rotate the character. Which I draw first kind of depends on the character. In this case, I began drawing the parrot at the 45-degree view because in most cases that was the view I was going to use. If my intent is simply to rotate the character, I'd probably start with the front view, then maybe draw the side view, and then come in and draw the 45-degree view in between. And if I'm doing more than 12 frames per second, you might need more angles of this character, in which case I'd maybe do a 30% and a 60% view as well. So I'm going to show you how to draw a character from different angles. I'm going to draw a very simple character. I'm going to start with an oval tool, and I'm going to draw with a fill of none initially. So we're just going to create a circle, and I'm going to use a stroke of 1. And I'm going to draw another smaller circle for the character's eyes. And put another circle inside of that. And that one I'm going to go ahead and fill as black. And I'm going to fill the exterior part of those concentric circles with white. And let's group those together. Now it might be a little big for the eye. I'm going to size that down. I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to move these apart just a little bit. And I'm going to draw another circle. I'm going to group it together. This will be his nose. It might be a little bit big. I'm going to size it down just slightly. Position it in place. And we'll give him a mouth. I'm going to move the eyes and the nose up a little bit. Like that better. And let's give him some ears. Okay, I'm going to fill this with some color. I'm going to make my character kind of orange. Double click into the group of the nose. Set that to orange. Go ahead and make the head a group. I'm going to send it to the back. So in essence, all I'm doing at this point is just creating a character from the front view. I'm going to take the ear, I'm going to group that. And another strategy is to draw these on different layers, the different parts. I might have the eyes on a layer, the ears on a layer, and so forth. The nose on its own layer. There are advantages and disadvantages to that. I'm going to send this ear to the back, copy it, paste it, transform, flip horizontal, and send this one to the back. So there is the front view of my character. I'm going to position it over here, and now I'm going to copy it and duplicate it, and we're going to do the side view next. I'm going to bring up my rulers and create a ruler guide at the top of the head. I'm going to do a ruler guide where the nose is and where the eyes are. Okay, so we want this to be a side view. I'm going to get rid of this ear. I'm going to take the nose. I'm going to move it down. We can get rid of one of the eyes. Bring this eye forward. I'm going to take the mouth. I'm going to delete half of the mouth. And let's take this ear. I'm going to bring the ear to the front. And we'll position the ear so it's level with the ear on the front view. And there is our character from the side. I'm going to actually come in and modify the nose a little bit. I just want to get rid of part of this overlapping line. And I might do the same thing with the ear. I'm going to double click on the ear. And just get rid of a little bit of this line where it connects to the head. Okay, so there's our side view. I'm going to move that over to the right. And once again, I'm going to copy our front view, paste it in between these two. This will be our 45-degree view. So I'll start with just moving the nose. This ear is going to be tucked way in. You can just barely see the edge of it. I'm going to take this eye, move it to the very edge here, take this eye, move it over, bring the mouth, and then take this ear, I'm going to bring it to the front. And just make some final adjustments. Let's bring the nose over. Bring this eye over a little bit more. And there is our 45-degree view. Now sometimes you won't have this luxury of reusing the parts. You may have to draw different shapes for the nose and so forth. But by choosing these round objects, it makes it very easy to demonstrate just reusing parts of the body from the different angles. Okay, so there's our 3 views. Maybe I want to have 5 views. And what I'm going to do then is I would move this one over. And again, I'm just going to copy and paste. Let me move this a little further over. And so I now want to basically draw in between these 2 views. So I can use those as reference points. So the nose would be about halfway between those 2 views. Okay, let's do one more. I'm going to move the side view over to here. And here I'll just take this character. Paste it in place. Okay, and so there's my character from the 5 different angles. And I'm going to take each of these and turn them into a movie clip. So I'll select this one, convert to symbol. I'm going to name this character Fred, and so I'm just going to call it Fred 1. Convert the second one to a movie clip. This will be Fred 2. And I can now delete these off my stage. I'm going to get rid of my ruler guides. In the next video, we will take our character Fred and animate him so that he turns his head using these 5 different views. Just to show you, here in my library are those 5 views of the head. In fact, you can kind of just play through them and watch the head turn. In the aquarium project, you're going to be asked to draw a fish from different angles, and we'll use those angles to turn the fish inside an aquarium animation. Here's some examples that previous students have done.